The 1984 sequel to Blagger, Son of Blagger, is different to its parent, in that this time the platforming is done within a large, scrolling landscape, rather than the Manic Miner style single-screen stages of the first game. Also, straight away, you hear a jolly little rendition of what sounds like a Scott Joplin piano rag, music which is very nostalgic to me, and has stuck in my head for all these years because of this game. Quite who the hero Blagger may be is not detailed in this game, or why the son of Mr. Blagger should be called Slippery Sid, whose real dad would appear to be another person called Roger the Dodger. Are you confused yet? Well, what isn't so muddling is that Slippery Sid, attempting to out-emulate his famous dad, is working as an espionage agent deep inside National Security HQ, on a task to collect all the keys dotted around the large scrolling complex. You see, money is not his game, but espionage is his middle name. The creator of the game, Tony Crowther, specialised in graphics that gave his games a polished and professional look, making them visually striking and impressive, allowing them to stand out from the crowd. And this definitely looked amazing to me as a young kid. But how did the gameplay fare? Well, we've gathered that Son of Blagger takes place within National Security Headquarters, which probably better explains why there are floors that disappear beneath your feet, conveyor belts which drag you off in the wrong direction, ladders that will move you up automatically, the ever-present deadly bushes, and slides which, of course, if Sid ends up at the bottom of one of these, makes it a pain in the backside to go all the way round to get back up again. Not only do you need to navigate these obstacles, but there's also enemies in the game that act as sort of security guards. Well, if you can call them that. They've obviously been created out of the mind of some mad scientist nightmare. There are boots, ghosts, hearts. Some of the guards are so weird that even Alligata don't have a name for them. However, all are depicted in chunky, colourful graphics. Alligata thankfully supplied a map with the original cassette showing all sections of the massive complex, and it quickly becomes apparent that pre-planning your route is the only way to get all of the keys. Mainly because the traps and obstacles turn this game into what feels like a giant assault course. If anyone has ever played the game Rocket Roger, also from Alligata Software, it certainly appears that both games were built on the same code structure, even though this one was credited to Steve Evans. It looks the same as Son of Blagger anyway, but with the obvious rocket. But I believe Tony Crowther had left Alligata, so why not recycle the code to make another game, eh? The screen window scrolls periodically to keep your character in the middle of the action, and there is plenty of play to get through within a time limit imposed, which is represented by a falling air supply. Thankfully, the air supply replenishes when reaching the airlock door to each new area, but it certainly adds to the pressure to move swiftly. But the hardest thing about this is dying from falling too far, which soon becomes pretty annoying. You also turn that funny white colour like you do in the game Booty, probably due to crapping yourself at the last second before your impending doom. Everyone has to agree that this game is hard, but something always compelled me to continue on, as it was quite an adventure when you got deep into the game. I traced the routes through each level with my finger, admiring the tessellation of the architecture. Now I can see the big picture. It makes me think of that time as a child when I could only see the little space where I played, and that's kind of bittersweet too. Stumbling upon the huge blinking alligator logo and attempting to navigate it through numerous leaps of faith was especially memorable. In the days before in-game advertising was prevalent, it just seemed so cocky. Nice touch, Mr. Crowther. Son of Blagger is definitely better than the original Blagger, although whether it's a C64 classic or not is open to debate. But I loved it. It brings back a million memories, and hopefully you enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button and share some love for Son of Blagger by letting me know what you thought about it in the comment section. As always, your continued support goes a long way, and if you're new to the channel and are enjoying the nostalgia, then maybe consider subscribing and following me on this epic journey back through time to revisit these classic Commodore 64 and Amiga titles. With plenty more on the channel playlists and more coming daily, it'd be great to have you on board. Well, that's another game in the archives, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.